Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another Elite Dangerous video. And today's video is going to be about how to load out your Asp Explorer for bounty hunting in a resource extraction site. So let's take a look at our outfitting screen. And first of all, we're going to take a look at the weapons and utilities that we have mounted on the ship. So, for our two Class 2 weapons, we are using Gimbal beam lasers, Gimbal D2 beam lasers. Now, beam lasers, while they don't necessarily do more DPS than pulse lasers or burst lasers, they do have more sustained damage over time. So that's why I've used the beam lasers here, because you can just fire at someone's shields and just keep firing, and eventually they'll go down. And the next thing we have here are our small hardpoints. So we have multi-cannons in each one of these. Now, multi-cannons are your best projectile weapon to use in a sustained combat situation because they carry a very large amount of ammo. Each one of these cannons can carry 2,100 rounds, and we have 4 of them. So, what else do we have? Well, we have 2 A shield boosters, because I've noticed that even if you have Class 5 shields on this, and you could actually put a Class 6 shield generator on this ship, it's just more expensive and it'll take more power, but you can do it. But we're only using Class 5 shields. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we have the 2 A shield boosters, because even with the Class 5 shields, they tend to go down kind of quickly when we start getting hit by bigger ships. So 2 shield boosters gives us pretty good survivability, pretty good. Now obviously we have the kill warrant scanner because we're bounty hunting and, well, make the maximum amount of money if you're going to make money. I think that's the motto. If you're going to make money, you might as well make the maximum amount of money. Yeah, just makes sense, right? And then we also have the Chaff Launcher, because it's really annoying when people just start hammering us with gimbaled weapons and we can't do anything about it. So, Chaff Launcher, yeah. Now let's take a look at the internal hardpoints. So first of all, we have the military grade composite hull. Now this is essential for this build because the lightweight hull is fairly weak for this ship, but the military grade composite gives you decent survivability, and we're not actually going to add any hull reinforcement packages, because I mean, once your shields go down, well, you need to make the decision as to whether you want to run or whether you're going to see that battle through to the end, whatever the outcome may be. So what else do we have on here? We have the A5 power plant, which is the biggest and best one we can put in here, and that gives us 20.4 megawatts. We have the A5 thrusters, and you definitely want the A5 thrusters because these give this ship maximum maneuverability, and with the A-rated thrusters, the Asp Explorer is extremely maneuverable. It can outmaneuver most other ships with this configuration. So what else do we have? We have the A5 frameshift drive. Now, this is not essential to a bounty hunting build. You could go with whatever frameshift drive you want, basically. Even the D, which is the lightest weight frameshift drive, it's just, you know, jump range. Whatever your preference is. If you have the money for it, go for it. If you don't, then it's not a big deal. Now, we have the D4 life support module in here because D is, as I was just saying, D is the lightest weight of component that you can buy. Then we have the A4 power distributor, and the choice for this, well, I mean, we have 2 beam lasers and we have 4 multi-cannons. We need a good power distributor to make sure that our weapons can fire the maximum amount, basically. We have the A5 sensors because, again, this is a bounty hunting ship and we want to be able to see the maximum radius in the area that we're hunting in. So the best sensors you can put in, that's what you want to go with. Go with that. So I am carrying a C5 fuel tank, and I'm also carrying a C3 fuel tank for a total of 40 tons of fuel, and that gives us a very good distance that we can travel before we'll have to refuel. Now the next thing we have on here is the G6 Planetary Vehicle Hangar. This is not essential for bounty hunting. I just thought it would be cool to put on here, basically because I like to land on planets, drive around, and sometimes you lose an SRV, and that's annoying, so we have 4 of them. But this is not essential to the bounty hunting build. This is just a personal thing that I wanted. If you put this on your ship, you will have to turn it off when your hardpoints are deployed, again, because of that power draw. So not essential, just cool. We can do it. So as I was saying before, we have the A5 shield generator on here. Now, could I replace my vehicle hangar with an A6 shield generator? Absolutely, I could do that. And would that work better for bounty hunting? Yes, but the thing is that the power draw from an A6 shield generator is significantly greater than from an A5 shield generator, so that's why I've stuck with the A5. And really, it works out fine. It's okay with the 2 shield boosters. You'll live. Yeah, it's not bad. Now we have 3 cargo racks. So the last thing that we have on this ship is the Advanced Discovery Scanner. Now, I think from this point forward, I am going to recommend an Advanced Discovery Scanner for pretty much most builds with ships bigger than your entry-level fighters. And the reason for that is because if you're doing any amount of traveling, you're going to end up in systems that are not charted and that you can't buy nav data for before you jump into them. And it's nice to know what's there sometimes, but not only that, if you scan those systems, you can actually make some additional money from that. Now, it's not a lot, but it is some, and like I was saying earlier, if we're gonna make money, we might as well make the maximum amount of money. So, Advanced Discovery Scanner. And that is what we have loaded out on this ship. So, why don't we stop talking about this and let's actually launch this ship, and why don't we just take this out into a resource extraction site and blow some stuff up, and you guys can actually see for yourselves how well or poorly, as it may turn out, this build performs in the field. Here we go. Okay, so we've just entered a high resource extraction site that was pretty close to our station, and just right away, let me just say that we're at a high resource extraction site, and you can totally go into a hazardous resource extraction site with this ship. And it's not that I don't recommend doing that. That's not why I didn't go to one just now. It's just there wasn't one near the station, and I didn't want to be flying around forever. So we're just at the high, and that'll be fine. So let's kick it into high gear.
Power plant capacity
and
exceeded.
Okay, right there, it's disabling our vehicle hangar, and we are going to scan this Diamondback Scout and then blow the crap out of it. Okay, so we've just seen how effective this ship is against ships comparable to the Asp Explorer. That's pretty good. It performed really well. Now, what I do not recommend is engaging on your own ships that are very much larger than the Asp Explorer, like Pythons, like Fer de Lances, Anacondas certainly. You may be able to get away with a federal dropship or gunships or assault ships. But let's just go around. There are a whole bunch of ships swarming around right here. Let's take some of them out, and we'll just see overall how well this build performs. Here we go.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Okay, now I was just saying don't engage pythons on your own. Well, this is not that situation. This is a python that's already being engaged by at least 2 other targets. So let's see how well this ship performs in conjunction with other vessels. Okay, that worked out pretty well.
Scan detected.
So you can see this ship actually does have some pretty good firepower on it for what it is. All right, it looks like this ship works pretty well for a solo bounty hunter kind of thing. So let's head back to the station. We'll cash in our bounties, and we will call that a wrap. Alright, so we are back at the station. So let's reload our guns, refuel our ship, and check the contacts, see how much we made. Okay, yeah, not quite 300,000, but that was what, 5 minutes? I don't know, something like that. Not that we were looking for too much trouble out there. But yeah, that was basically just to show you guys that this is a viable bounty hunting build. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. So I would totally appreciate it if you guys would stick a like on this or drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of this build. I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think of this build, in fact. And if you guys want to share your builds with me, I would love to know what you guys are using, you know, on your Asp Explorer or on any other ship. Also, let me know. I'm thinking maybe doing more of these type of videos, doing different builds with different ships. Showing you guys what to use for bounty hunting in different ships. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. Yeah, just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, go ahead, stick a like on this video if you liked it. You can dislike it if you disliked it. That's fine. You know, not everybody's gonna like the video. Whatever. But yeah, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I would love that. And I will see you guys in the next one.